Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Canal Algeria's Nightly News. On to the headlines. On presidential instructions, the Minister of State of Foreign Affairs arrives in Cairo to take part in the tripartite neighborhood mechanism meeting on Libya, objective and long-lasting resolution to the Libyan crisis. Gaza under fire, among the victims, children, as the bombings intensify with daily casualties on the rise. Among them, Yaqeen Hamad, young influencer turned symbol of a targeted generation. Reports emerge of Moroccan troops embedded in Zionist military units. Meanwhile, in Buenos Aires, journalists rally in support of Sahrawi independence. Zero distraction for BM students as the big day approaches and middle school turns into a full-time study camp. Classrooms close to the outside world with all resources provided to sharpen students' focus. Welcome back. First off, and tasked by the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, the Minister of State, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the National Community Abroad and African Affairs, Ahmed Attaf, arrived on Friday in Cairo to take part in the ministerial meeting of the tripartite neighborhood mechanism to be held on Saturday. The meeting aims at reactivating this trilateral consultative mechanism that did not meet since 2019. It will be an occasion for an exchange of views on the means and perspectives to unify the efforts of the three brotherly countries on Libya to contribute to putting an end to the division between the Libyan brothers and to find a final solution to the Libyan crisis and to preserve the sovereignty of the brotherly state of Libya, to protect the unity of its people and territory, and to promote peace, security, and stability in the region. A delegation from the National Institute of Political and Strategic Studies of Nigeria traveled to Iran on Friday, where they visited several locations, including the Arzo gas complex. There, the Nigerian delegation was able to discover the enormous potential Algeria possesses and express its intention to pursue close economic cooperation through the completion of the gas pipeline linking Nigeria, Algeria, and Europe.
I have said it even before now that Nigeria is looking forward to Algeria for the commercial pipeline of its gas resources to Europe. So we have a lot of expectations, and we can only continue to pray that the relationship between Nigeria and Algeria will continue to work stronger to the benefit of the good people of both countries and our two brotherly nations.
The National Well Works Company, a subsidiary of the Sonatrach Group, has received the prestigious 2025 Quality Choice Award granted by the European Society for Quality Research. This is the second consecutive award from the same Swiss-born organization, following last year's Best Leadership in Quality Award in the field of quality and leadership. The award was presented to ENTP CEO Abdelghafour Ghallab during an official ceremony held last night in Stockholm, in the presence of the company's senior executives and the Algerian ambassador to Sweden. This recognition is given to companies that uphold strong ethics and initiatives demonstrating exceptional success in quality management that also maximize their service potential through quality-oriented practices. The Zionist entity continues its genocidal war on innocent Palestinians for over a year and a half now, and under the watch of the international community. The members of Palestinian martyrs keep on rising. Nobody is spared, not even children, with a shocking toll of more than 14,500. A case in point, Yaqeen Hamad, a 12-year-old whose life was cut short and dreams shattered by the Zionist war machinery. Manal Maafa explains.
While the genocide on the Palestinians continues in Rafah, Jabalia and Shujaiya, with horrifying footage emerging of women and children.
أنا يقين أكمل مشوار الإعمار بعد المستشار. تابعوني هنا على الحساب الجديد بإذن الله غزة هنعمرها.
Yaqeen Hamad was only 12 years old, a young Palestinian from Gaza full of life, dreams, and an infectious love for filming her daily routines. She found joy in vlogging her toys and sharing glimpses of her simple world with her online followers. Her innocent smile was a spark of hope in a place darkened by love, but that light was extinguished. Yaqeen's lifeless body was pulled from the rubble of her home, shattered by yet another airstrike carried out by by the Zionist occupier. Just hours earlier, she had recorded what would become her final video, smiling, hopeful, unaware it would be her last. Yaqeen is now one of over 14,000 Palestinian children killed since the start of the Zionist genocide in Gaza. Children who were crushed beneath collapsed buildings, suffocated under debris, or torn apart by explosions. All victims of a brutal campaign with no regard for their innocence, no pause for their laughter, or space for their dreams. Hospitals, when not bombed to rubble, have become shelters of despair, stripped of equipment, electricity, and even basic necessities. The wounded in overcrowded hallways, treated with whatever little remains. Families no longer have time to bury their dead or grieve their losses. One strike ends and another begins, and they could be next. This is not a war between equals, but a systematic, calculated genocide of people already brought to their knees by blockade, famine, and relentless attacks. Yaqeen was a child. She had dreams and hopes, and now she has become another name in a long, endless list of children who only ever wanted to live peacefully in their homeland, Palestine.
Heartbreaking scenes indeed. And amid the escalating violence in Gaza, reports of military collaboration between Morocco and the Zionist entity are drawing sharp criticism, seen by many as a grave betrayal of Palestinian solidarity. Midi Salila Balaman explains.
While the genocide on the Palestinians continues in Rafah, Jabalia and Shuja'iyya, with horrifying footage emerging of women and children burnt beyond recognition, new reports have revealed troubling military ties between the Zionist entity and the Moroccan monarchy. Moroccan territory is reportedly being used to host Zionist military forces. This alliance is not limited to diplomatic gestures. It now reportedly involves joint military exercises, training programs, and even the recruitment of Moroccan civilians to support Zionist operations in occupied Palestine, particularly in Gaza. These training initiatives include urban warfare techniques, tunnel combat, and live fire simulations designed to prepare Moroccan forces for combat alongside the Zionist army in some of the most volatile areas of the region. They're killing our brothers, they are executioners. This alliance is a threat to Palestinians, to Muslims, and to any struggle against oppression. Behind every war, there is a Zionist agenda at work. Even more disturbingly, reports claim that Moroccan soldiers have been integrated into militias operating under Zionist command, effectively enlisting them in the war crimes committed in Gaza. Footage broadcast by occupation-aligned media, filmed from Moroccan soil, has sparked widespread outrage. Across social media, the scandal has ignited condemnation. For many Moroccan and Palestinian voices, this is not just a political betrayal, it is a betrayal of humanity itself.
The proceedings of the second session of the International Journalists Federation Conference in support of the Sahrawi cause continues in Buenos Aires. Journalists coming from Latin America, Europe and Africa defended Sahrawi rights for self-determination. Manal Maafo.
The second session of the International Federation of Journalists Conference in support of the Sahrawi cause continues in Buenos Aires. The agenda includes seminars and workshops focused on strengthening media strategies to highlight the Sahrawi cause and challenge false narratives promoted by Moroccan state media. Algeria once again reiterated its strong backing for the Sahrawi people's right to self-determination.
We reaffirm Algeria's steadfast support for the Sahrawi people and their right to self-determination, as upheld in all regional and international forums. After decades under brutal colonialism, it is more urgent than ever to restore their sovereignty, ensure control over their resources, and allow them to shape a future rooted in dignity and independence.
Journalists from across Latin America, Europe, and Western Sahara are taking part, aiming to advance the recommendations from the first edition and strengthen media mobilization in support of the Sahrawi cause.
When it comes to the Sahrawi issue, it's vital that both national and international outlets are informed about the realities on the ground to actually convey the Sahrawi people's daily struggles and expose human rights violations, whether through social media, TV reports, press articles, or radio programs. Every platform can help raise global awareness.
This conference marks a key moment in uniting global media to support the Sahrawi right to self-determination amid ongoing abuses in the occupied territories and the impunity of those responsible in defiance of international law.
In Bashar, a group of students have committed to spending 7 days at school in preparation for their middle school certificate exam, BREM. Blending academic and emotional support, the project has drawn strong backing from teachers and parents alike. Coverage by Jabida Baba Ahmed, taken up by Media Sadila Balaman.
As the middle school certificate exam approaches, a groundbreaking initiative is unfolding in Bashar. For the first time, a dedicated academic and psychological support camp was created. The objective? Accompanying students through the preparation phases of this exam. For their part, they showcased a high level of commitment by spending 7 full days inside their school without leaving. An experience that received great attention for its innovative and unprecedented approach. Our goal with this camp is to prepare students for this exam in a fun and unique way. What we noticed during our visit to the camp is that the catering and accommodation were carefully planned. Supported by a committed teaching team, the students have turned the week into a time of intense focus and discipline, aiming to get the most out of the program, both academically and emotionally.
Everything we need to succeed in the exam is here. God willing, we'll rank first in the region. This is the first in the city of Bashar. We're very happy about this initiative. It's a full revision program. After students memorize their lessons at home, here they put that knowledge into practice. If they have questions or gaps, they work on them with their teachers. Parents have shown strong support for this new approach, viewing it as a clear sign of the school's commitment to student success. I represent parents and I have complete trust in this initiative. A camp designed to review and prepare students for exams. This inspiring model shows that with dedication, guidance, and innovation, schools can become true launching pads toward excellence.
Best of luck to all the students and thank you for joining us. Good night.